Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinky, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that I have a couple of great news all about Bitcoin, because now the price has also started a little bit go up. Let's talk about it. Where are we right now? And some on-chain data also showing some positive moves. The second thing I want to talk about is that crypto could be the next step toward cashless society. It can help a lot in this. And also, Elon Musk lays out when Tesla will begin accepting Bitcoin payments kinda again. So, guys, all this in today's video. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you would like to get the daily fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe, bell button, all. That's the only thing you have to do. And then you're getting the notifications as soon as a new video is out. And I put these videos on YouTube every weekday to keep you up to date. Check out the links under the video, very useful ones. And also a free course, for instance, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And now it's time to move on to the market and check out how that looks like. Okay, so here we go. We can see Bitcoin again getting closer and closer to 40,000 US dollar. Right now, 39,535, which is almost a 12% increase in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, 2,502, which is a bit more than 7% increase. When we're looking at the top gainers, we see AMP 19% up, Phantom 19%, the Graph 18%, and so on and so forth. And when we're checking out the losers, we do not have real losers. This is here a bug. Nothing happened to Tether actually. This is something wrong here. Let me just, okay, doesn't matter. Right, so as you can see, no losers today, so things looking positive. Well, when we're looking at here, this chart, we can see that, well, our dead cross can happen also in a couple of days time. You know, when the 200 moving average meets the 50-day moving average. And this is usually a bad sign. You know, the 200 one, it's here, the green line, and we should actually be above it, because if we stay under it for a long time, this is definitely a bearish case. When we are above it, we're definitely getting bullish. What we have done so far since yesterday, that actually Bitcoin started to go up now nicely. And I drew here this blue line, which was here the previous peak, because we really want to have now higher highs and higher lows instead of have lower highs and lower lows. And we could see this trend now down, and we should turn this. And this is now the daily, what you can see here are the daily candles. And hopefully now we see the light at the end of the tunnel, but nothing is confirmed yet, because check it out. It just went over it a little bit and came back. So we actually, in the next couple of days, we should see some strong moves towards 40K and actually above it. But this would be a very, very great sign if he makes that move. And also many cases in the history happened that we were waiting for a dead cross, because that's usually a bearish sign after the market can dump. But it happened many times that we have avoided, and it can happen this time as well. So we just have to keep an eye on it. And now let's move on to the first news, which is all about actually great things about Bitcoin overall. What we've seen recently, actually, some good news coming out about Bitcoin, and price hasn't really reacted to that. Now we see a kind of increase, as I have showed you just before. But one thing for sure, that this price movement happened on the weekend. And it's always better, not every case, but mostly it's better if it's happening during the week, because weekdays, I mean, because, you know, then it's happening on the weekend, we have the CME gap, and we sometimes come back to refill that gap. and therefore people don't really like it if happening this move, the upward trend this time, during the weekend, mainly yesterday on Sunday. Okay, but apart from that, look here, Bitcoin price moved towards 40K as on-chain and technical analysis favor bulls. So Bitcoin price is still 38% away from its all-time high, but a handful of technical indicators suggest bulls gathering strength. And let's check out a couple of them. So rapidly falling price sent new and old Bitcoin holders running for the sidelines, resulting in traders selling at the loss, according to SOPRA, the spend output profit ratio data highlighted by cryptocurrency analyst Phil. And you can see here that in the past couple of days, SOPRA reset have appeared, indicate that average wallets are now selling at a profit. So what we had before, that average wallets, it showed that people sending with a loss, as you can see, and now it's getting green again. So now again we see many wallets selling in profit, which is actually a great thing, because we are on this level here for a while. We have reached 30,000. Now we're getting to 39,000, and some who bought the dip, some of them are selling. Then the crypto and fear greed index has also reached its lowest level since 2020 March. Sell-off initiated by the COVID-19 pandemic, as we know, last year. You can you can see here that this was this kind of low thing. So this was here, last year in March, deepest, and now actually it kind of turned back. We'll see how it goes, but actually we reached the bottom of that so far. Okay. While it's true that Bitcoin has seen its price fall more than 30,000 over the past 2 months, it's important to note that the amount it has fallen, as well as its current price, are nearly double the previous all-time high set back in 2017, shining light on just how significant the rally has been over the past 6 months. So even we have now a significant price drop, we still way above its previous all-time high, which was at 20,000 US dollars. So I think this is also worth to think about, because people who joined recently, they're saying, well, okay, this is like a bad thing, at least who joined like 2 months ago, because it's going down. Now who joined, when it was 30,000, they are in profit already. But whoever joined before, or actually both at the peak back in 2017, they're still almost double. And it shows then that this was actually already a significant increase. On-chain analysis for decent rate shows that the oversold signal was recently triggered, suggesting that the Bitcoin may soon be ready to turn around and move to the upside. So as you can see, here's a signal which shows that Bitcoin is oversold. When it's overbought, it's on the top, and then you waiting for a price drop. Now it's oversold, then it's like a turn back, and probably it can go up again. And also, interestingly, when you show checking out the years, according, for example, here it shows this Twitter, this tweet quite well, that Bitcoin halving, which is in blue, so here, you can see it. Actually, I can go in like this. You can see it better. So, right? So we saw year 2012, 2016, and 2020. So last year. And, here, let's go back a little bit. Right. So the first candle, it's always the Bitcoin experience the most explosive growth. And this is the year after the halving. This is now in 2021. And you could see that actually Bitcoin here went up very nicely, also very nicely here. And now we're waiting for this. But don't forget, the year hasn't finished yet. We just like at the beginning of June, and many, many things can happen in crypto. So this is actually a bullish sign if you're looking at this. And yes, always the year after that. So it could be theoretically 2022 until the end, we have to say. has the biggest price drop. So it could go up this year, Bitcoin maybe further next year, but until the end of next year, it can actually go down. At least when we're looking at the data historically. We don't know the future. This is just like a price prediction kind of thing. So, and also when you're just thinking about the fact, even here they're saying it that we looking, I mean, not we, but like all the people who are in Bitcoin looking for renewable energy. Here we have El Salvador. They're looking for this new thing like using a volcano as an energy source to mine Bitcoin. And there are so many other things. Green energy is introduced into Bitcoin. And of course, we have some bad news, mainly focused on coal mining. This is actually the bad thing. But when we're using green energy and renewable energy, and this could be definitely the future, this will make Bitcoin actually bullish overall. So I think right now we have also a moment which actually can go in either direction, because it's nothing, it's totally confirmed. We still, as I have showed you here, we're still just touching this line here today, and we should really establish ourselves above it. But this is a great sign. We have made this one, and now we waiting. We'll see what will be happening now. Okay, let's move on to the next news. And the next one, basically, it's that crypto could be the next step towards the cashless society. So let's talk about that. Recently, a lot of things have changed when it comes to our everyday life, when we paying for something, for goods, you're using your car, your phone, your watch, whatever, but definitely not using cash, or using cash less and less. And this article is all about that crypto is the next step toward a cashless society. And it's very important things that a new model of financial accessibility. So today, billions, you have to think about billions of people worldwide unable to access even the most basic financial service via traditional means, and thus are unable to save or manage their money securely. So a lot of people, billions of people, cannot use the normal financial system because of the lack of that, and therefore they cannot really manage their money. So approximately 1/3 of the global population having no financial safety net to fall back on. This is actually scary when we're talking about the 1/3 of it. So with crypto wallets, however, anyone can transfer the crypto internationally without needing to maintain a minimum balance in their account, as long as they have an internet connection. So we have the strict rules how you can have a bank account. Actually, in some countries you cannot even have one. But even when you could have, then you have to provide a lot of information about yourself. With crypto, it's not necessary. Internet is enough. As the crypto application are built on a decentralized blockchain, transactions are performed on peer-to-peer basis in the absence of traditional intermediaries such as bankers or brokerage houses. So basically, you don't need the third party who is basically connecting you. You can do it peer-to-peer, and this is actually very important. This result in significant saving in transaction cost, as traditional cross-border remittance fee for small account can be as high as 7% after taking into account intermediaries fees on both the sender and recipient side. Meanwhile, the same fees for cryptocurrency are often less than 1% regardless of the transaction amount. So very important. Many times people sending money back home, for example, to a poorer country, and they working, abroad to support their family. And there's a lot of fee, institutions charge for this kind of transaction, sending money back. In crypto, you can do it actually less than 1%, and doesn't matter the amount, how much you're sending, you're paying for the transaction, and that's it. Furthermore, highly decentralized platforms are permissionless, meaning that anyone with crypto wallet and internet connection can lend, remit, or trade their crypto without validation by central authority or intermediary. This is, of course, a big issue for authorities, how they handle it, but DAX is, decentralized applications, decentralized exchanges, put it this way, you can use them without the KYC. However, most crypto platforms still ask for some of formal identification as part of their identity verification. Know your customers. So if you're using a centralized cryptocurrency exchange, of course, you have to provide information about yourself. And education is definitely the key here. So widespread adoption of digital payment technologies such as QR codes and biometrics is definitely promising sign to consumers have become more digitally savvy than ever before. So, of course, the pandemic and everything has helped people to move towards their digital life using cashless ways to buy products and so on and so forth. In the Asia Pacific, more than 90% of surveyed respondents said that they would consider at least one new payment method in the next year. So people willing to educate themselves. This is actually also very important and key. Although CBDCs will be regulated by a central authority, their adoption will send a profound message to the market participants on the legitimacy of digital currency. The introduction of CBDCs is thus a much needed springboard to catalyze large-scale crypto adoption. So even that we know the CBDCs, so the central bank digital currency, will be controlled by the countries and not by, of course, individuals. However, it will push people towards to use their savings in a digital way, and this is definitely helping crypto. So overall, this is actually great news, but bottom line, education is the key. So educate yourself to be part of this revolution and get the most out of it. And this is not just the gains what you can get in crypto. Of course, this is a great bonus, but also to learn how to participate in this new world, how to participate in this digital world where we live in and more live in the future. So this is actually increasing this kind of approach. And yes, we're going towards a cashless society, and crypto definitely could be a part of it. So I think it's worth to talk about that. Okay, and let's move on now to the next news, which is all about, again, Elon Musk. But I put this news now to the end because I think his word is getting less and less important, but still counts. I have to put it this way. So let's talk about that. Okay, so Elon Musk lays out when Tesla will begin accepting Bitcoin payments. So if you remember, Tesla was big on Bitcoin. They invested $1.5 billion and Elon Musk announced that people can pay for their car, Tesla car, by Bitcoin. It was on for a while and then they canceled it and they said, no, because of the ecological footprint of Bitcoin. Using too much energy. No, we're not going to do this. We're not accepting Bitcoin for Tesla car. And this was definitely one of the news which started to push Bitcoin to the position where it is right now. Of course, it wasn't enough on its own, but it definitely helped to go in this direction. And now we have here Elon Musk saying, reacting to this on this article on Cointelegraph, that this is inaccurate. Tesla only sold 10% of holdings to confirm Bitcoin could be liquidated easy without moving market. So he's saying Tesla is just still all about that, still holding the rest. When there is a confirmation of reasonable about 50% clean energy usage by miners with positive future trend, Tesla will resume allowing Bitcoin transactions. So by the way, he's saying when at least half of the energy coming, and the trend is like it's increasing, in my opinion it is, from clean and renewable energy, they will again say, okay, you can pay by Bitcoin. So this was actually a positive thing in a way that, he's now sounds like totally against Bitcoin. And now he's not really as soon as they fix this kind of problem. And of course, this also helped a little bit to increase the price, what is happening now recently. And also there's a confirmation that Tesla hasn't sold the rest of the Bitcoin. You believe it or not, this is another issue, of course. But definitely something to think about, that even Elon Musk is now thinking that Bitcoin itself is not a bad thing. However, what he's doing with this market, with all these messages he spreads on his Twitter account, it's definitely confusing for many people, and it has hurt many people in a way. People lost a lot of their savings because of these kind of news which moved the market. So now he's talking about a bit more positively. Of course, we can see now El Salvador with this whole volcano project, probably again another way to get energy in a clean way, reused energy, and use less and less coal mining for Bitcoin. We can see that even in China, they say that in some territories they forbidden miners to mine Bitcoin. Those who using this kind of coal mining way, but those who having renewable energy, they have nothing, no problem with that. So think about that. If this is the future, we're going this way and find a solution for it, then things can continue in a way we are. And also don't forget that the second biggest cryptocurrency, which is Ethereum, it is moving from proof of work to proof of stake, and this will be more energy friendly in the future. Therefore, it has actually a chance to maybe, and there's a question mark, maybe take over Bitcoin's leading role in this whole crypto world. But this could be theoretically in the future, and Bitcoin can still participate, and it being a very, very important player. But Ethereum, because the whole DeFi system and a lot of other things built on Ethereum, and it's moving from proof of work to proof of stake. And when it's happening and it's successful, and things continue in that way, that could actually change a little bit the top two currencies order, in my opinion. But this is just a theory. We will see how things play out. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, smash the like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you really would like to get the fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news every weekday, the only thing you have to do, subscribe, the button, that's it. And here you are. And then you're getting the fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news every weekday. So I'm coming back, of course, tomorrow. And as promised, I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. I wish you an amazing day. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.